The Moxie Cinema in downtown Springfield is bringing you a brand new slate of movies each month. And with me now from the Moxie is, of course, Mike Stevens. Mike, always good to see you. How are things?
Very good, very good. I'm enjoying my February so far.
Yes, okay, so the Oscars are just a few weeks away, so there's lots of excitement right now in the world of film. So let's start with Oscar shorts. Tell me about this.
This is one of our favorite things we do. These are the short films that are nominated this year in 3 categories. So we're going to have 3 different programs that are going to start on February 16th. They are live action, in other words, what you think of when you think of normal movies, people shot. And then animated shorts, and finally documentary shorts. They've been doing this programs in theaters for 19 years, and we've been doing them as long as we've had our doors open. And it's just so fun. If you don't love a movie, wait around for 4 minutes and there'll be another one coming by. And you know, it's a great way to especially get kind of the inside track on your Oscar pools if you're doing that.
Absolutely. Well, and I love that you guys offer this because these shorts are not something that maybe someone typically is like seeking out on their own, if you will. So it's nice that there's somewhere to go and watch this ahead of the Oscars. And like you said, maybe get a little lead in those Oscars pool that you're playing with your friends. Okay, next up we've got The Taste of Things.
Yes, this is a French language film. Juliette Binoche stars as this fabulous cook set in the 19th century in France. And it's just going to be a feast for the eyes. My favorite quote from it is, "This is full-fat foodie cinema." And it's also a romance. It's a gourmand has a manor, and he invites people from far and wide, and they come and enjoy her food. He loves her. She refuses to marry him until he cooks for her. So it's just going to be like, do not even watch the trailer on an empty stomach.
Okay, that's good to know. For people that are quote-unquote foodies, what do you think that they will particularly enjoy about the film?
Oh, I think every single aspect. I mean, there's just so much beautiful cooking and really immersive and gets you in it. The sound, I feel like you can almost smell it through the screen. It's really going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and you said this is French language film?
Yes.
So for those that are like, I don't know, like foreign language films or dubbed films are not really my thing. Why would you say like just forgo that and just attempt to watch it? Because these films are still good regardless, right?
Yeah, I think of the way that now we're kind of watching closed captions for Netflix at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just kind of forget it after a little bit, and you just watch it, and you're reading, and it just becomes a natural thing. I understand the trepidation, but once you have a couple, you kind of forget.
Yeah, and like I said, if the film is quality, you should just check it out anyway, regardless of the language.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, okay, so we've also got the Before Trilogy. Tell me about this.
This is one of my favorite series of movies. Richard Linklater, 3 movies that were shot from the mid-90s through, I think, 2012.
Okay.
Later than that, even, the 10s. And it is starring Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke. Oh. And they made these movies together. The first one is Before Sunrise, and it is set in Vienna. This couple meet on a train. Love ensues, but it's short term. 10 years later, they meet again in Paris. And so you're just getting this series of their relationship. First love, reunited, and then the last one, they are a couple in sunny Greece. They have twin daughters. So just the different stages of life, how love kind of seems to arrest time in different ways. And just one of those singular pieces of movie making where you see actual people creating movies together over decades. It's pretty unique. You see Ethan Hawke as a 20-something, and then you see him as a 48-year-old.
Yeah. Why are you guys showing this trilogy specifically? Is this a part of something?
Oh, it's a romance. It's an absolute romance, and it's February, so we're going with the obvious St. Valentine's Day. So
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so as I said at the beginning, the Oscars are just a few weeks away, and the nominations are out at this point. So anything that you particularly have your eye on that you think is going to win, or anything you're particularly rooting for?
I would love if Poor Things won the Best Picture. I love that movie. It was so surprising to me, even though I know that guy's a strange filmmaker and to expect the unexpected, and yet still surprised me. I imagine it's going to go to Oppenheimer, which is a brilliant movie, and Christopher Nolan's a brilliant filmmaker. So really, this year has an amazing array of films. Some great women film directors in the Best Picture for the first time, including Anatomy of Fall, that French director. That was kind of a surprise to me instead of Greta for Barbie. But just a great slate of films, all of which we've showed except for Maestro. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay, very cool. Now I have to know really quickly, you just touched on this, but Greta and Margot were both snubbed in a lot of people's opinions this year for Barbie for the Oscars. What's kind of your take on that?
You know what, they got, I think I'm most excited that Margot, who's a producer of Barbie, got nominated. I mean, a producer, the Best Picture. I do think that what Greta Gerwig did with Barbie is phenomenal, like hitting that, like she's doing so many different things and she's doing them at such a high level. But you know, I look at the only one I'd probably take out of the Best Picture to replace it with is Maestro. So I wouldn't mind Bradley taking a pause and getting Greta in there. So
yeah. Okay, very interesting take. All right, anything else coming up with the Moxie that you want people to know about?
Well, we are going to have a movie called Daisies, a Czech film, in the next month. It's part of our Essential Art House.
I love it.
Always fun, arty films that are free for members.
That's good to know, free for members. So get your membership today. Mike, if people want to get a membership or want more information, everything happening over at the Moxie, how can they get it?
Hey, MoxieCinema.com is always the best place.
Yeah, of course it is. I love it. Mike, thanks so much for being here. For all of our viewers, go and check out a film you would not normally see with our friends at the Moxie Cinema.